How's it going? My name's Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller. In today's video, we're actually going a thrift haul. It's a sourcing day. Now, I want to tell you, as a clothing reseller, I don't know if it goes for hard goods, but this is the worst time to go to thrift stores. And the reason I say that is, one, we're changing seasons. It's kind of twofold. A lot of the thrift stores are trying to get rid of their winter clothes, but they're holding off on putting out a lot of the summer clothes because they're waiting for like that perfect time. And right now we're in that in-between time. I did find some quality items, but it wasn't the best day. I do want to tell you this though. Something great did happen, and what that was is I found out about TEMU. TEMU is a place where you can order items online. They have a huge variety of items. Their items have free shipping and free returns up to 90 days. One of the great things about TEMU though is if you find an item and then it goes down in price within 30 days, you can submit to get a partial refund on that item. So it's like if you missed the item going down in price and you had to pay a little higher, just check in 30 days, and if it's lower, you can recoup that money. It's like a delayed coupon. I think it's really great. I got the phone charger. Now this phone charger is for your phone and your AirPods and your Apple Watch. You guys know I've talked about AirPods being the best item I've bought recently, and that thing is great because you can get all the charging done with just one place to plug in without having to have 2 or 3 things to plug in at once. They also have these lights. Now, I bought these panel lights for Randy, my photographer, and I also bought them to use with my YouTube videos. What's great about these panel lights, super lightweight, and it has a pretty bright, like LED bright lights to them. So it's going to be great for photos. You can see that this item is like way lit up because of the panel lights, and it eliminates the big giant like triangle shadow box type lights. Like I don't have to deal with those anymore. In addition, we also got a super powerful fabric shaver. This is probably the most powerful fabric shaver I've come across. I used to have this cheap one and it worked okay, but this powerful one is like the best one. It's more ergonomic with the handle. Randy's gonna love it, and I know I already love it. And then I got this suction cup speaker. Now the thing about this is I'm gonna put it under my desk to play music, but you could also put it in the shower because it is waterproof. It's a Bluetooth speaker. It has about 2-hour charge life, but like I said, I'm gonna put it under my desk so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, and I can have like the sound coming at me, which I think is really cool too. With all that, I decided to pick up some charging cables because you can't go wrong ordering charging cables, and you can never have too many. And with that, I needed to get a nice surge protector. Surge protectors are great because if your device gets hit with like lightning or something like that, and it goes through the house, that surge protector takes the hits, but it also gives you a bunch of like different outlets to charge your devices and charge your different products, because everything nowadays has some type of charge, so you're definitely going to need that too. In addition, for TEMU being so great, they offered this $100 coupon bundle. All you have to do is download the TEMU app, use my code to claim that $100 bundle. The link is in the description down below for all these items. I hope you guys enjoy some of the items. If you want to buy the ones that I got in this video, those are linked as well. But I want to thank TEMU for sponsoring this video. You guys are great. I was really surprised, honestly, with some of the products that came in. With all that said, let's go to the thrift store and see what items I found. All right, guys, first store. Not great, but okay. Oh, shoot. First item we got here, it's Ralph Lauren. So when you notice Ralph Lauren, if you see anything different, like cargo pockets is slightly different for them, for pants at least. And then these snaps kind of caught my attention. So when I looked at it, it's the newer tag here because it's got this little phone and this QR code. This is the surplus style. So it's a 3232. Unfortunately, they wanted $8, but I'm still gonna go for it because these should sell for pretty good money. And then, the other kicker is it's a 3232, so it's my size. I may end up keeping it, but yeah, right here, this utility Polo Ralph Lauren, that's something you want to look for. Definitely a good pickup, even at $8. Next pair of pants we found, and the pants were actually kind of the highlight of the store for this first store. This is 40 Grit. It's a line of Duluth, and this is just a pair of chinos. Now they wanted $8. These have a 50% sell-through rate, and it goes for about 25 plus shipping, so almost $34 on the Duluth. And then we've got this. I would kind of call it the crown jewel. Now I know it's a smaller size. This is a 3130, and it's corduroy, but it's Ralph Lauren. It's red, which is actually a pretty rare color for the corduroy. Some of these like were listed pretty high. I'm probably gonna list mine at $40 plus shipping, and that's what we're gonna go with there. As far as the tops, I had to put about maybe 7 tops back because the condition was too faded. The margins were just a little too slim, a little too slow of a sell-through. But I did land on these, which are pretty common items. You've just got a standard Patagonia short sleeve polo. This does have the front pocket on it, but it doesn't have the logo like on the chest, which it is tabbed down here, but ideally you want to have something a little more flashy for Patagonia, but this will still sell. At $5, you're looking at like 20, maybe $25 including shipping. We've got just a Ralph Lauren. This is the Blake, which Blakes do a little better. And you can see this pad pattern is like, it's a little more advanced than just like blue striped or, you know, a solid color. So at $5, I went with this one. And then old Wrangler. So Wrangler, super common brand, but if you notice, these are the pearl snaps and they actually have the blue snaps. So if you see something that's slightly different, and this also has that like silver looking lettering, I think these are slightly better. Now it's a size small, so it's not gonna sell as fast, but it is in pretty good condition. And I'm still pretty bullish when it comes to Wrangler, like country bar stuff. It's probably because of like where I'm from, but also I know somebody's gonna appreciate this. Even at $20 shipped, I still think it's a pretty guaranteed sale. All right, so it's pretty windy outside. I had a viewer of the channel film me on that last store, so we'll just do it from the car here because they're playing some music. But I got this Ralph Lauren. It was only $3.50. With the purple and green plaid, I actually go for that one. I think it sells pretty well. It's a little worn, so not like the best pickup, but still a sale. This is gonna be a Lucky Brand 2XL Henley. This is a gray one. Super, almost serrated type feeling, but the Lucky Brand Henleys, I still pick those up quite a bit. Now this was a crazy find because they priced it super low. It's the Armani Exchange. They priced it at $3, but it's a full zip jacket in green with like some, I don't know if it's like faux leather or something like that on the sleeves. And then I also picked up this, the Rock. He has the line, it's called Warrior Mana, I think. I don't know. It's like his tribal type stuff with Under Armour. So anything hooded, sleeveless, that workout type gear sells pretty well. And then I did find 3 pairs of shoes. So the first pair that I found were these Diesels, and these are actually like some of their vintage older style. They wanted $4. There's a little bit of wear. That it was kind of like the rubber is kind of hard, so I did the bend test. They seem fine. I'm definitely gonna pick up some shoes going forward because they sell. If you price them right, they sell pretty fast. I got these Ultras. These are the Chukka suede Ultras. You can always see because it has like that shoe print, and these are pretty cheap too. I think those were like $4. And then the same pair of shoes that I have on, these are the New Balance 990 V5s right there. So somebody mowed in them, so they're really green. I may try to clean them, but honestly, you can sell those in almost any condition and they're gonna sell for some money. We have a lot more stores to go to, so we're just gonna keep it pushing, keep it going. All right, so I just left that thrift store. It was definitely a smaller one, but we found a couple good items. So we'll start with the 2 FootJoys that I picked up. I went with this long sleeve quarter zip. Now long sleeve quarter zips do well. This one I paid $7 for, and it did have this embroidery. It's a Landings Club, but whenever I read Landings Club, I figured it was some kind of rich boating, like yachting club. So not too concerned with that embroidery on there, and it's in perfect condition. This one also in perfect condition. It's the black, and it's really like a half zip more so than a quarter zip. But the black is one of the safer bets for pullovers on FootJoys for golf stuff. And then we got a little bit better. We got this vintage LL Bean. This is the Chamoy, and that's the Freeport, Maine. I think it's Chamoy. I used to say Chamios, but Chamoy cloth. It's like a flannel style. This is the green one, made in USA. It's vintage. It's almost 100% sell-through rate at that. And then the best of the best is this Jerbo denim long sleeve button shirt. And you can see the tag here. It's kind of stitched into the neckline, the Jerbo. Now this was an XL, but when I put it on, because it seemed small, it was more so like a medium, and then even the arms were kind of short. So I'm pretty sure it's a men's because the buttons are on the men's side, but it's got those like recessed pockets. So people had that listed at like 60 to 80 bucks. So pretty interested to see what that turns out. And for something like that, I take extra measurements. So if it's like over 50 bucks and the measurements aren't true, I usually take like the sleeve measurement, and then I make sure to note that it's smaller than like an actual men's extra large, because you'll get returns if you're not careful in explaining all the differences in the sizing. It's a beautiful day. I mean, blue skies, everything's going right. We're not finding a ton. That's kind of how it goes sometimes, but we are finding some decent stuff. This is a Ralph Lauren. This is a camo short sleeve polo. It's the blue camouflage one. They're pretty good. Any of the like all over print Ralph Laurens, like anything that's outside of the norm, like the less common items, like the Paisleys and things, those do pretty well. This is an REI co-op or cooperative. So this is one of their flannels. It was $6, but it has a really strong sell-through rate, and I don't really come across REI co-op flannels. I find a lot of like the quarter zips and stuff, and I don't necessarily buy those all the time unless they're cheap. but that one should do well enough. Then we also picked up this Robert Graham. Now this is the Modern America one. It's a geometric print, almost looks like snowflakes. Yeah, this one, they're okay. There's definitely much better Robert Grahams out there, but it's still gonna sell for you know, decent enough money. And then we got Mizzen and Main, a pair of chino shorts. Mizzen and Main, I didn't even know they had chino shorts, but you notice the M right here on the button. So it's like performance style chino shorts. So I'm excited to see how that sells. And then last but not least, we have this 511, and this is the chino one. So it has these giant front pockets, no cargo pocket, and it's a lot thicker than some of the other cargo ones that are like the ripstop. That one's just like really thick cotton. So that one had a really strong sell-through rate too. A lot of those little details make a big difference when it comes to selling some of the more common brands. All right, so at that store we picked up a few items. We'll go through them really quick. So this is one, I just call it Zegna now because I can't pronounce it. This is the made in Spain one though. It was $4, pretty common seller for me, nothing great. Same with this Ralph Lauren, it was half off on these blues, so $4.50. I call this the picnic plaid. It's in pink. It's a men's, what is it, a small. So nothing great, but I swear this type of gingham plaid is actually better than some of the other ones. Then I got this Tommy Bahama Island Zone. Island Zone is one of the ones I look for, and then this has a contrasting collar. So that's a little fancy. It's a 2XL long sleeve polo. Paid like $4 for that. Most of these were like $4 or $5. I found this, which I find Travis Matthew all the time, but this one is striped and it's long sleeve. So the long sleeve polo is one that I don't find very often, so I was pretty happy about that. This is a brand I've talked about before. It's VRST. It's hard to see because the logo just looks like that, but that's VRST, I think, VRST. And it's a long sleeve dookie brown button shirt, still sellable though. And we've got another one, super common. This is Peter Millar, but this is the Crown Crafted polo. So Peter Millar has like this crown line. They have Seaside Wash. They have a couple different like models off of just the standard like Peter Millars. Those are going to be pretty good and go for you know, maybe, I don't know if necessarily slightly more money, but definitely will sell faster. Another Tommy Bahama here. This is 100% linen, long sleeve button shirt. Spring and summer's coming up, so linen is gonna sell. This one, it looks kind of geometric. I don't think there's any flowers though. I try to find just the floral stuff, but if it's geometric, 100% linen, I'm going for it. One of the cooler items that I found that I've not come across very often, I don't think I've ever come across this. This is an Under Armour, but look at this print. So it's like a camo, but it also has like that geometric squaring to it. This is the Cold Gear, and it's the tactical line. Well, is it tactical? Hold on. No, it's just the Cold Gear one. But anyway, it had a very slight paint stain on like one of the sleeves, like one little spot. And it was on sale. So I still bought it though with the stain because, like I said, I've never seen that one before. So it's definitely gonna sell. And then the last one, which I paid up a little bit for, it's the Cool, and this is the Revolver pant. I paid $13 for these, but they're 38, 34 inseam. So that 34 inseam is something that I always look for because it sells really well in that size. Yeah, just kind of grinding it out. You know, we're not picking up massive volume, so I'm probably gonna come back later this week to Thrift, and I may combine that with this video, but so far it's a beautiful day, so it's really hard to argue whenever it's just, you know, the weather's great. I feel good. You know, we're 2 Monster Energy drinks in at this point. You know, still a lot of daylight left, so let's keep it going. All right, 2 items from that last store. Not very good, but I did meet another reseller, so she was kind of wiping the place out. I'll show you what I picked up though. One was off of the new rack, and the other one was hidden in the chino shorts section, and that sun is right in our face. So this brand here is called Outer Known. It looks like a O and a kind of like a K. Chino shorts, $4. These sell pretty well. I haven't found them very often. And the next one was a Patagonia jacket. This was $6. It's a men's medium. It is gray, and it's got this embroidery on it. So some of the embroideries, depending on how well done it is on the back, like you can see here, this has, they obviously tried to like take it off a little bit. You can get a razor knife and actually like shave the threads off, and it'll leave like a little bit of like bumps on it, but you can get a steamer and actually kind of like bring it back to life a little bit. So that one, it's up for debate on whether or not I'm gonna mess with it, because it's a medium and it might fit me, and I have a cool jacket that's like that fits a little snug, so I may sell the cool jacket, keep the Patagonia one. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So the way the day's going, there's some stuff I got to do at my house, so I may end up going back home and then like adding on to this video with like another round, because I just didn't find that many items, and sometimes that happens. But the items I did find, I'm very confident they're gonna sell and make us some money. So this might be the end of the video, but it may not. We'll just have to see. That was the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks again to TEMU for sponsoring the video. I really appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. Bye.